Thanks for watching this video. Afterwards, I think it'll give you a better understanding of what's happening in Trenton, North Carolina, which is near New Bern, and suffering from the effects of the rise of water on the Trent River, which is fed by the Neuse River. I hope you guys can help. Your efforts can be funneled through the Neuse River Region Association of Realtors in North Carolina, and I'll have additional information in the next clip of how to contact them and at the end. Thanks. So good morning, everyone. This is David Parrott, and I'm in Trenton, North Carolina, which is near New Bern. And it's September the 22nd, a Saturday. I don't know what time it is, 10 o'clock, somewhere around there. And Trenton is a small town of around 300 people, and it's been devastated, and they need your help. So this morning, my wife Debbie and I, we're in Darlene and Glenn Spivey's home in Trenton. In addition to being the association executive for the Neuse River Association of Realtors, she also is the mayor of this small town, and her husband is the town clerk, in addition to other things. So we're trying to bring an awareness to everyone as to what they're going through a week after the storm and asking for help. And we'll talk about how you can help as we get further into it. Okay, so here's Darlene in front of her house, and her hand marks the level of water that came up against and then into the house. They've already done some yard work, got it looking pretty good, but today we're saving whatever we can save. You can see this water line right here on the porch railings, and it got into 2 levels of their house. So what we're doing is, she's got a storage bin delivered on site that we're getting ready to fill that up with whatever they can salvage, and they've already half filled up this other trailer. And so we're in restoration mode, and here's Darlene. Darlene, tell me anything you want about what's happening.
David, it's overwhelming. I don't even know where to start. We were rescued by the volunteer fire department in the middle of the night. We had the alarm set to go off every 3 hours, but that wasn't close enough. Should have set it about every hour and a half. The water came up so fast that we were rescued about 2:30 in the morning on Sunday morning, I think. We were taken to a building on the outside of town. We slept on concrete and wood pallets, and then we were airlifted out by a helicopter from Phoenix, Arizona, and taken to a shelter in Lenoir County at LCC, Lenoir Community College. I have a town of about 310 people, and if I've got 10 houses that haven't been flooded, I'd be very surprised. We're very low income county. We're very close knit. Everybody knows everybody. We are trying our best to help everyone. Fortunately, my husband and I did have flood insurance on our house, but our entire street, nobody else does.
You told me earlier that your husband's been in this house since the 60s and has never been flooded, even with the recent Matthew flooding that everybody else experienced.
Yeah, we had a few inches in Floyd in buildings, but not in our main house. He is in charge of the fire department, and they have flooded. He's in charge of the American Legion. They've flooded. He's in charge of the town hall, and it is flooded. We can't even get in it yet. And of course, all of the records. All of our records are gone from the town hall. We have spoken with all kinds of different people, asking us what we need, what they can do, and we're trying to get out, but having never done this before, honestly, guys, I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. The outpouring of love has been awesome. We have tried to be so positive here. The food is coming. People just ride by and they hand us food.
So how can people help if they want to? Through the association, maybe? Is the contact information there?
There is, Jessica has the association office open, and I'm also the AE for the Washington Beaufort Association. They have been amazing. They have been in contact with me the whole time. But the small towns need your help. We need manpower. We need food. We need cleaning supplies. We need money.
So how do they channel all this need into a central focus point that somebody can then put it to the best use?
If they can get it to the News River Region Association of Realtors, I'll
Okay.
get it to Trenton if that's where they want it to go. I do have 3 sections of Trenton that are still flooded that we cannot get to, but we got everybody out. Glenn and I were the last 2 on the helicopter to fly out. We got everybody out of here. So we have a lot of elderly people here that are not going to be able to recover from this.
Now keep in mind, everybody, this is a week later that all this is still going on. So my point is, I don't want Trenton to be forgotten, and sounds like manpower would be the best thing that we could do. And any kind of labor help. So today, Debbie and I are here just to try to salvage what we can. We're coming back next Friday. So those of you that see this on the Outer Banks through our local association, load up everything you can to our association office and we'll bring it back with us, and Darlene will help get it distributed. We brought some items today and we're going to do it again next Friday. So we're going to skip now and do a little walking tour of the rest of her house, and then we'll try to show you before the day's out some of what's going on in the town. So stand by. Okay, so we're following Darlene around. She's going to give us a real quick tour of the damage. We're using this monster machine to haul stuff away, and forgive her if she can't talk because it's pretty daggone emotional, as you can imagine. We'll start with the garage. Her husband was in the hardware business for 57 years, and he has had this garage stocked full of stuff, and the watermark was how high? Let's see, over here is a good spot on this siding.
Right here, yeah.
You can see at the top of that shovel. But keep in mind, this was never flooded before since he lived here in the 60s, and that's how deep it got. So
Horrific.
everything in the garage got flooded. I mean, just years and years and years and years of tools and hardware collection.
We got our cars out, thank God, and got them to higher land, so our cars are okay. We saved both of them.
So now we're going to do a walking tour of the house.
You know, the thing that bothers me the most, I think, David, is it's crazy stuff. Like, this plant was from my dad's funeral.
Right.
This plant was from my grandmother's funeral. It's the emotional stuff that I can't replace. We can go in the house. It's a disaster.
Their heating and air ductwork is underneath the house, and of course that got flooded.
See how high here?
You can see on the door how high it got. Now this was originally a carport, and it was changed into a living space. So it got flooded the most. You can't tell in this video, but all the floors are buckled up and pretty wasted. All, of course, everything. And with them not expecting the flood, they didn't have any frame of reference as to what to expect was going to happen and raise things up. So even in the original part of the house that is higher, it's still flooded. So we're going to do a real quick tour here and let Darlene get back to work.
It's a hot mess. That's all I know to say. This is our home. Welcome.
These floors got wet too, and
These were laid in 1964, but they're ruined now. And the fire ants are unreal.
yeah, the fire ants are crawling up our legs, and the kitchen floor, dining area, kitchenette, everything got wet. we're gonna do a real finished, finalized tour. As I'm walking down the hall, I can feel the hardwood all buckled up. We just pulled carpets out of here that, as you can imagine, sitting here a week wet, it's pretty stinky. But hopefully through that you can see the rippling in the floor.
David, this is News
Hey, you're on video. We're doing a video to bring some help in.
Yes, bring them on.
News River Region President
Hey,
Margie.
good to meet you,
Welcome.
David
Good
Parrott.
to meet you. Thank
Margie
you.
Dunn.
Come on down.
We're gonna put you on video, try to get you some help. So this is the carpet that was under the bed we just drug out here full of water, and those totes over there were full of keepsakes that they were full of water. So it's just a mess as far as you can see. Everybody got wet. So hey, need help. Try to coordinate your help as far as for the association, through our association, Outer Banks Association Realtors, for supplies, cleaning supplies, storage totes, everything as you can imagine. And this, as Darlene said earlier, this is just one house. The whole town's like this. Thanks, guys. Okay, it's lunchtime, so Debbie is using the truck for the table and making lunch. Say hey.
Hey.
So we're making some progress. So that's what happens when your closet gets full of water. You load them in the back of a truck, and
Some nice person launders them for you.
some of the people that are here helping are going to make them all pretty again. What a mess. Hey, this is Glenn.
Hey.
This is Glenn's house. It's lunchtime. So Darlene's hanging in there.
Yes.
Debbie's hanging in there. That's
Come
all
on,
right.
guys. Whoa,
It's all right.
whoa. Here. Thanks, Rose.
So we're gonna eat some lunch.
Thanks, Rose.